let us see working of turn on characteristic of SCR. Now turn on and turn off are dynamic characteristics of SCR, unlike our VI characteristic. VI characteristic is said to be static characteristic. It shows application of voltage and resulting current, behavior of applied voltage and resulting current. That is, it does not represent how device behave while turning on and while turning off. Now dynamic characteristic. It shows behavior of device while turning on and while turning off. First of all, let us see working of turn on characteristic. Now device, that is our SCR most efficient method to turn SCR on is by applying gate current pulse. There are various turn on method, that is dV by dt triggering, forward voltage triggering, thermal triggering, light triggering, but mostly used and most efficient method is by applying gate current pulse. Now we know SCR is 3-terminal device. That is, to turn SCR on, what we have to do, we just have to apply forward anode to cathode voltage. Here we can see operational voltage. Now this is our anode, this is cathode. Now we have applied anode to cathode voltage, that is VAK. VAK is positive, that is anode is made positive, cathode is made negative. And by applying positive gate current, this is gate terminal, by applying gate current pulse at this terminal, we can turn SCR on. Now here we can see this is our gate current pulse. Now this gate current pulse, once this gate pulse gets applied at this SCR, it does not starts conducts instantly. That is, it does not achieve maximum anode to cathode current. Now to turning SCR on means what we have to do, we just have to flow current from anode to cathode. Now once SCR supplied with forward gate current pulse, it takes some time to build up charge across this gate region. Now this charge build up time is also called as delay time. Here we can see this charge build up time is also called as delay time. Now during this time, what happens, this anode current, that is forward current, which is to be flow from this direction, that is anode to cathode, this forward current rises to 10% of its final value. If suppose this final value of anode current is 100 ampere, then in this delay time, what happens, that value, forward current value, reaches to 10 ampere. That is, forward current reaches to 10% of its final value. And also anode to cathode voltage reduces to 90% of its final value. As we know, when device is turned on, current flowing through device must be maximum and voltage across device must be 0. Here we can see some voltage drop, on state voltage drop, which is up to 2 volt, 0.8 to 2 volt for SCR. But ideally this voltage must be 0. Now during delay time, what happens, forward voltage, that is anode to cathode voltage, reaches to 90% of its final value. The final value is 0 volt. Then this on state voltage must be reaches to 90% of its final value. Also forward current, that is anode current, must be rises to 10% of its final value. This time, charge build up time, is also called as delay time. Next is our rise time. Now during rise time, what happens, anode current starts increasing gradually. Here we can see initially anode current reaches to 10% of its final value, and in this rise time it starts increasing gradually up to 90%. This rise time is defined as the time between which anode current reaches from 10% to 90% of its final value. Also on state voltage also reduces to 90% to 10%. Okay, this rise time. This rise time depends on amplitude of this gate current pulse. If amplitude of gate current pulse is more, then rise time also more. But if we increase, if amplitude of gate current pulse is more, this rise time gets reduces. That is, anode current starts increasing rapidly if amplitude of gate current pulse is more. But if we keep this gate current pulse amplitude very large, then what happens? Device may get damaged. Or in simply we can say device can burn. In technical language called as local hotspot. Local hotspot creates across device, but in we can say device can get damaged when if gate current amplitude is large. If gate current amplitude is large, this rise time is reduces. That is, device increases very rapidly. Anode current increases very rapidly, but this can damage device. Also, this rise time also depends on type of load. If this load is inductive, what, as we know, inductive load opposes large change in current, then this current increases very slowly if this load is inductive. If this load is capacitive, current, this rise time reduces and current increases very rapidly. Now this time is plasma spreading time, that is in which anode current or forward current increases from 90% to 100%, that is its final value. This plasma spreading time is also. Now what is plasma spreading time? That plasma spreading means this carriers, that is current carriers, spread over this lateral area of SCR. The carrier, that is electrons and holes. SCR is also bipolar device, that is current flows due to electrons and holes also. Now these carriers spread over this lateral area of SCR, then therefore this time is called as plasma spreading time. Now our turn on time is combination of these three time: delay time, rise time and plasma spreading time. During delay time, current increases from 0% to 10%. During rise time, increases from 10% to 90%, and during plasma spreading time, it increases from 90% to its final value, that is 100%. Similarly, voltage also reduces. Finally, voltage comes at its constant value, that is ideally 0, but practically 0.8 volt to 2 volt. Now, one more thing we have to keep in mind, that this gate current pulse, it must be, its duration must be more than this rise time of SCR. Turn on time, more than this turn on time of SCR. Turn on time is combination of delay time, rise time and plasma spreading time. Now this gate current pulse must be more than, this gate current pulse duration must be more than turn on time of SCR. Now this is our turn on characteristics of SCR.